Okay. Audio check. Good. Soul Calibur 6.
Soul Calibur 6.
So I did go through the records yesterday. So yes, Kong is Shang Lian's and Shang Hua's dad. Shang Lian and Shang Hua are sisters. Keelik trained with the older sister, and the mother, when she left Ling Shangsu, the temple took the first daughter, but she was pregnant with a second daughter, and when she went back, she had Zheng Hua. And then the father Kong, I'm not really sure what happened there, but he's still alive. And he trained Song Mina, or at least he was still alive. So I don't remember what exactly happened to him, but that was the answer I was looking for. I was like, how are all these people related? That's like, okay, sure. So Keelik trained at Ling Shangsu because he was an orphan. Zhang Lian was also taken in by Ling Shangsu, although that was because the mother violated the temple terms and conditions, you know, like violated their credo by having a relationship with Kong. Kong ended up being the one with the sword, gave it to his wife, and then for whatever reason he left China, but I don't remember why. So anyway, we are picking up after Astaroth. We are going straight into Nightmare. Let's go. When nightmares stir. This should be the intro for Siegfried too, but I don't know how that's going to work out. And again, it's weird because in certain timelines, Siegfried and Nightmare meet up. So I don't know how the split happens or what happens here, but they are one and the same.
The Azure Knight appeared in Europe out of nowhere. Bound to no state,
Basically.
his endless, indiscriminate slaughter earned him the title Nightmare. Every night, Nightmare appeared, committing acts so heinous, he soon became a symbol of fear. Still, despite rumors about him spreading like wildfire, his true identity remained a mystery.
It's just a rumor, nothing more.
I don't get it. If he kills everyone, who's there to spread the word about him?
Good question.
Sounds fishy to me. I never heard any of these rumors when the war was in full swing, or when the plague hit town.
And then he
Who's
just
that
walks
at
in.
this hour? It's always something.
Yep.
Oi, what's going on? Who goes there?
And just dead?
He's dead.
I guess so. Just walks nearby and their souls get sucked out. Still couldn't figure out who the hell Mei Mei was. She's just like a royal counselor slash teacher, and it's weird. So I'm not a traditional Nightmare player. I don't use certain combo strings or anything like that. But I do have my own. I do like Sig's a little bit more because it makes more sense to me.
This nightmare shall consume you.
And I don't know what his soul charge does. Again, Keelik soul charge, I get it. It makes sense. It's fun. You can use it. Also, yeah, expect me to use that a lot. Goodbye.
I thirst. I thirst.
I would figure it would be hunger, but alright, thirst. Fine. There was no way of knowing where Nightmare would wander next. However, as long as there was great power to be had, there would always be people eager to harness it for their own purposes. Whether good or evil, plotting an insurrection against those in power, a feudal lord approached Nightmare with a plan in mind. The Nightmare Unleashed. Why would a feudal lord be able to get close? I feel like that feudal lord ended up dying.
So you are Nightmare. Could you perhaps lend us your power? Please, our tyrannical ruler must be stopped.
He'd want to be the tyrannical ruler.
Wait, what is it you seek? Money? Glory?
Souls.
What are you going to do? Stand strong. Protect the Lord.
Yeah, and he's just killing to kill. Like, there's not really anything else going on in his mind.
You're finished.
What happened there? Even I'm confused. I don't know what the hell happened there.
Stand back. This nightmare shall consume you.
Okay. Do I I have to fight the old man? No. Oh, no, I do. That was an interesting camera angle, not gonna lie.
Help! Help me!
Give me your soul.
So much for killing the tyrannical leader. Confronting Wolfcrone. Again, they keep doing that, but they don't bring Hilda in. And Hilda was in 4. So I feel like they should bring in her moveset. But oh well. They brought back Tira, but why she was DLC, I'll never know. It's whatever. Anyone who thought the Azure Knight would listen to their pleas was very much mistaken. In time, Nightmare chose Ostrheinsburg Castle as his base. From there, he began killing all and sundry indiscriminately, eventually sparking conflict with the neighboring kingdom in the process.
Ostrheinsburg Castle.
Is that really where he dwells? Bandits likely ransacked the place. Probably nothing of value left.
Keep your voices down. We've lost too many soldiers around these parts. Huh?
Well, there goes another one.
It's him! How dare you haunt our lands? Haven't you?
Haunt, huh? Not the choice of words I would have chosen, but yeah, fine.
Too simple.
In darkness. Drown in darkness.
I love that move. It's so good. Like, most of these are just going to be fighting jobbers, but at the same time. Bye-bye. Does that give me hyper armor? Is that what that is?
This nightmare shall consume you.
He's too strong. Retreat! Retreat!
More! Give me your souls!
Again, just killing them left and right. The Covenant Shield. Nightmare's thirst for bloodshed knew no bounds. The Azure Knight and his army of mutated beings continued their savagery of gathering souls until their reign of terror had all but consumed Europe. At Nightmare's side, throughout this were his loyal band of associates, his so-called Covenant Shield, though none could have guessed at his true intentions. So this is 1585, so he's been going at this for a long time.
Nightmare's growing more egregious by the day.
What if he is?
Why in the hell would Ivy be helping him all that long?
For the eyes.
But all that killing for killing's sake? What could he hope to achieve?
Yes.
Even I cannot tell. He no doubt needs plenty of souls. His appetite is insatiable.
I'm starting to doubt this is about resurrection.
What? We have
Lizardmen.
intruders? The leader steps onto the stage.
Is he still not satisfied?
Keep your nonsense to yourself. We look forward to seeing you in action.
Again, Nightmare can speak. We've seen him do it. So I don't get all the silence now. It's like, I'm Edge. Say nothing. Edge. Soul Edge. Oh no, my identity's been revealed. I can't allow you to live. It's like, who is that under that mask? What mask? You just blew it up. A Valdo. When it comes to being a Nightmare, I am super, super aggressive. Like, don't even get confused. The moveset is okay. Like, it has its uses, but honestly, the rushdown is your best bet. And I know, he swings around a big-ass sword, but he's so fast, it doesn't matter.
That's it? What's this?
Oh, it becomes unblockable. I can charge it. That's interesting. I think he's the first one that has that.
Nightmare shall consume you.
So you just basically hold on to it, get a instant guard, and then block it.
Still not enough.
Again, I want to know what the threshold for enough is, because it's obvious he's killed hundreds of people at this point. How many souls does he actually need? Ostrinsburg was attacked suddenly by the Awful Organization, a secret group intent on ridding the world of demons. So powerful was Nightmare's strength by this point that the organization now considered him in their utmost priority. Upon declaring a state of emergency, they swiftly sent in their leader. But with Nightmare's craving for ever more powerful souls at its zenith, this latest development played directly into his hands. Soul Seeker. 1586, another year.
We have to stop it, here and now! It's Soul Edge! Maintain your focus. He is but one enemy.
One down. Two down.
Deliver me your soul.
You monster! We cannot lose.
Yes.
Go!
Is it just going to be jobber fight? Jobber, and jobber? The jobbers?
Fight! You pitiful fool!
Goodbye.
Not so fast!
Unleashed! Taste a sword of despair!
I've just got full meter to have this.
This nightmare shall consume you. Fight drown in darkness. Soul Edge, be unleashed.
That does so much damage.
Sword of despair. Never shall you wait.
The music's good though.
Fight. Soul Edge, be unleashed. Taste a sword of despair. Never shall you wake. Soul Edge, be unleashed. Taste a sword of despair. This nightmare shall consume you.
I mean, I get it, but Nightmare's just easy mode. Like, holy shit. Even with Sig, you have to be at least technically competent to use, but Nightmare here is just like... Here, you want an infinite moveset with fast capabilities, even though you're wielding a giant fucking weapon with range out the wazoo?
Siegfried, find the one who pierced my body and took my life. End
What?
my suffering. Father, I shall have revenge. You shall. That is why you need souls. With them, all your wishes will come true. Call me back from hell.
And he's in hell, apparently?
That's my boy, Siegfried. I need more souls.
I feel like this is Soul Edge corrupting the memory of his father.
The Azure Nightmare was none other than a young man whose mind was warped by the sweet words of the sword. As its puppet, he relentlessly harvests souls, and once he gathers enough, the Soul Edge will return to its former glory.
Soon, Father.
Mm-hmm. The answer is no, it's not going to be soon.
The names of the
Yes, I know. The names of the warriors will forever be etched into history. I get it. Ends the same way every time. It's simple. It's kill, 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 and kill. Oh, there's a Sig. Wait, look at how many years. Or no, okay, never mind. It's 1 year, but still, in that this huge middle area in 1586 to 1587, Nightmare's true face. Let's go, Sig.
The Azure Knight, previously known as Nightmare, the former wielder of Soul Edge, who brought the world to its knees. In truth, he was first a knight named Siegfried. After killing his father by accident, Siegfried fell into a deep denial, which eventually twisted into a desire for revenge against his father's imaginary killer. To enact his revenge, he needed power, which led him to Soul Edge. Turned into the sword's puppet, he became Nightmare, until losing in battle to Killick. When the sword was shattered, Siegfried found himself awoken from the strange spell he had been under. Though freed from Soul Edge's grasp, he now had to face the fact that it was he who had killed his father. On the ground to his side lay the shattered remnants of Soul Edge.
Father, what have I done? The feel of my sword as it thrust into his body. I remember it all. Father, forgive me. From the moment I held Soul Edge, I began harvesting souls. The sword warped my mind. How many people have I killed? My sins are too great.
A lot.
I want to peel my skin off. I want to escape myself. Ah!
Beneath Fate's thumb. Unable to cope with the waves of his crimes, Siegfried tried to abandon what was left of Soul Edge. However, the evil sword was so closely tied to his fate that it would not relinquish him from the grasp so easily. His cruel reign as Nightmare was not forgotten by any means, and, one after another, warriors began to appear before him, intent on taking their revenge. You murdered my family!
Knight of the Great Sword. You are Nightmare, correct? Answer me! Can you not speak?
I can. I'm Nightmare.
You make me sick! My comrades deserved better than that brutal death at your hand! You shall die here this day! Revenge shall be mine!
Not what I was expecting from Sig. Not gonna lie.
Battle 1. Fight!
Goodbye.
Not forget. Battle 2. Fight. This ends now. Will I ever? Time to end this. You're worthless. Let's do this. What's that? Have a taste.
Oh!
How long must this go on for?
Will I ever
Well,
be free
dude.
of this nightmare?
An unexpected savior. Wandering aimlessly, Siegfried ended up crossing swords with a woman who declared that she must destroy Soul Edge. Though she claimed to be able to purify souls, the deep-rooted evil gnawing away at Siegfried was too strong to be cleansed. Nevertheless, their meeting would prove the necessary impetus for Siegfried to vow to face his sins and atone for them. Taki? Nope. Sophidia.
The evil is still present?
I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so at ease.
Who are you?
Sorry, but you have my gratitude. Leave Soul Edge to me.
No, wait!
Soul Edge. Even reduced to shattered shards, it emanates evil. If I don't do something, it will corrupt the area with its wickedness. Or still, someone could come here and try to resurrect it. I may never be able to pay for my sins, for their evil can never be expunged. However, I may be able to atone to an extent. If I could ensure that Soul Edge never wreaks havoc again. Yes, that's the only hope I have. I must do it with my own two hands. Can I ever truly atone?
Vowing to atone, Soul Edge could not be scratched, let alone broken by any normal weapon. To ensure the sword would never again fall into the hands of another, Siegfried decided it would need to be sealed away somewhere in total isolation. However, such a place was not easily found. Meanwhile, every time he struck down another challenger who sought revenge against Nightmare, Siegfried feared he was in danger of slipping back into the sword's control.
Nightmare. At last, we meet again!
Yes.
Again?
It is I, Nightmare. Exact your revenge.
I need not your permission. Prepare to die!
However, I cannot die yet.
I don't understand. Was he killing people to atone? Or is he just killing people to kill people to make sure he stays alive? I'm very confused because I know in Libra of Soul, he kills other people as Sieg. Like, that's literally what he does. Like, he doesn't want to do it. I understand that part. I know that moveset.
Sorry, but your path ends here.
Oh my god. Alright. There we go.
I shall not. Battle 2. Fight. Let's do this. Time to end this.
I'm too good. I'm trying to get the damn super to come out and it just won't. Again, I'm not...
Darkness. Death. No! I am myself and nothing else. I will not submit to that living nightmare again. My crimes weigh
Again, your
heavy
naming
on my
conventions were
soul.
terrible, too. An arduous journey. Not all who stood in Siegfried's way are hell-bent on revenge. Some warped souls appeared drawn to the evil soul edge. Though it wasn't Siegfried's goal to do away with these twisted individuals, neither were they the types to whom he could reason. Okay, that makes sense.
I smell you. I smell you. So sweet. The scent of soul edge.
Still, I attract the malfested like flies to dung.
But I'm confused. You're undoubtedly Nightmare. You have soul edge hidden on your person, yet you appear so weak. Wait a moment. Do you know how it is I know you're Nightmare?
Alas, I have no idea.
It's because I was a malfested who worked under you, you fool! You weren't easy to find.
The nightmare you seek is no more.
So it seems. How about I crush you like the worm you are, and become the next Nightmare?
No. Let's not. Again, the idea that he wandered around weeping like a crazy man, and then Sophia relinquished some of the pain because she took on some of Nightmare's soul, and just said, "Ah, screw it." That's a little weird.
Eat this! Ready? Let's do this.
There we go.
Power of my sword! I'd hoped I wouldn't have to rely on this strength.
Battle 2. Fight!
This ends now!
I love that grab. That grab is great. What's your back grab?
This ends here! Sorry, but your path ends here! I shall not!
Battle 3. Fight!
Oh, he hit me. He's got Cervantes' style, interestingly enough.
Let's do this! The malfested are appearing more and more.
As they
Could it
would.
be that Soul Edge is getting stronger? I refuse to give up. I'll do whatever it takes. There must be some way. That's it. That sword that pierced Nightmare, I mean me, and shattered Soul Edge. If I had that.
Now we're talking about Soul Calibur. But that would lead him to Shanghua. Or at least something similar to Shanghua. The evil in Soul Edge was growing stronger with each passing minute. One day, Siegfried heard an ethereal voice in his head speaking directly to him. Responding to Siegfried's desperation to save his own sanity, the spirit sword, Soul Calibur, was calling out to him. But from the sounds of things, the blade was also in need of help itself. The spirit sword beckons. Strange?
Huh? Who calls to me? What's going on? I can hear a voice from afar. It cannot be, can it? The sword that destroyed Soul Edge. It calls for help, I think. What? It's trapped inside the cursed sword? Take Soul Edge in hand?
What?
My hand. It's shaking. If I grip Soul Edge, I might become Nightmare again. I must stay strong. There is no other way.
Now I'm really confused. The mental realm. The moment Siegfried gripped the evil sword's hilt, he was dragged into the mental realm. There, he was surrounded by images of the times he had fought as Nightmare and lost. Soul Calibur appeared before him, and he watched as it was swallowed up by this strange dimension where it would slowly be devoured by evil. There we go. Okay, back to this place.
Where am I? It's that sword. You wish for me to hold you?
Stop right there! I shall not allow it!
Are you Soul Edge?
Just a little more, and this power will be mine!
Your reign of terror ends here!
You pitiful puppets! Submit to me! Obey my will!
I don't know. I guess. Fine. I'm just gonna keep doing this until it lands. Or not. There's one.
Power of my sword! Die already! Let's do this. Let's do this.
There it is.
Power of my sword! I'd hoped I wouldn't have to rely on this strength. Let's do this. You'll never enslave me again!
And we fight Inferno. But we got permanent charge.
Haven't had enough?
Why was that one different?
Let's do this. Let's do this. Taste the power of my sword! Haven't had enough? Let's do this. This ends here! Let's do this. Let's do this.
There we go.
Taste the power of my sword! Did
And again, do I have to rely on supers? No.
Fails me.
But if they're gonna give me free meter, I might as well. Like, it's good damage. It's a good counter.
Is this the end for me? But if the sword's power is unleashed someday, that time, it will come.
Siegfried's battle with his nightmares raged on. No one knows of his sacrifice. However, if there was ever one who could prevent the resurrection of the cursed sword, it would be Siegfried. He who dashed Soul Edge's hopes of devouring Soul Calibur.
Interesting.
The names of the...
I'm trying to piece it together. Like, I guess he's just stuck in like, Inferno Land or something. It's just weird. Alright. On to my girl Sophidia, then. Which... she doesn't even get to Siegfried's timeline, so it doesn't matter. And Talum is so out of fucking range. I still laugh at that. Look how far out of the loop she is. We're almost in 1590, and she's, like, right there for, like, 2 seconds. Ugh. Alright. I feel bad about that, because Talum was friggin' super cool. The Holy Warrior's Task. Alright, Sophia. Let's go, girl.
Sophitia was a baker's daughter, chosen by the gods to become a holy warrior. Given the order to destroy Soul Edge, she set out on a quest that would eventually lead her to the sword's wielder, Cervantes. In a fearsome battle, she was able to destroy one of the swords. Though successful in her quest, shards of the cursed sword pierced her body, causing severe injuries. Her life was saved by the ninja, Taki, whereupon she returned to her homeland to recuperate. The days passed peacefully, until one day...
The Malfested King?
Oh, it's so nice to have you,
Cassandra!
sister. You had me worried for a while.
Sorry. I had no choice.
I could never bring in the customers like you. Well, you're back now, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Sis?
My chest.
Sis? Are you okay?
What?
So many lives lost. Soul Edge?
Is something the matter?
It's my sister.
Oh, this doesn't look good. You should rest.
Thank you.
Sis.
I wanted Cassandra in this game too, because her moveset's a little more fun. Don't get me wrong, Sophidia's great. And she's got a lot of good moves, but I kind of like Cassandra's better because there has a little bit more circular motion going on, and it works for me better. Sophidia's got strike and retreat. Strike, retreat. Strike, retreat. And it's not me. It's not my style. I get why people like it, and it has its uses. It's just not my style. Cassandra, she can flow a little bit better. The god of smithing speaks. The young man gave his name, Rothion. He worked as a swordsmith in a neighboring town. His chance meeting with Sophidia had blossomed into a relationship, and then a promise to marry. But when they went to the temple to inform Hephaestus of their felicitous news... Felicitious no, it's not tedious. It's felicitous news. Felicitous news. God, I wish I knew what that meant. Well, I can get it from the context clues, but it's just one of those things where it's like off the top of my head, I can't even pronounce it, let alone figure out, you know, what the full definition is. But it's fine. I'll get there. I'm guessing from the verbiage it means happy news, but we're gonna just go with it. Felicitous news. The god did not reply with words of blessing, but with a mission for Sophitia instead. Well, thanks, Hephaestus.
Sophitia, you fulfilled your mission well, and I am eternally grateful.
She only did half the job.
Your power is required once more.
Almighty Hephaestus.
You weakened Soul Edge, but it is regaining its power and will soon pose a threat once more.
I had a feeling this day would come.
The cursed sword's presence grows ever stronger. Since finding a new wielder, it has spread its evil far and wide across the land. I shall bestow upon you the power to cleanse evil, so that you may free those who have fallen victim to it.
I understand.
But, oh, Mighty One, if you need the aid of your followers, choose me instead, for her sake. I beg you to use me in her place.
Rothion, you are a blacksmith. You shall produce
And she's a
arms
baker.
befitting her task. I shall grant you the iron of the gods.
Please, Rothion, assist me in my battle.
Very well, Sophitia.
I still don't understand why Hephaestus, but you know, it's whatever. Time to depart. Rothion was coming close to completing Sophitia's arms, though he knew it also meant that she would soon be embarking on her journey. While heading to the temple to pray for safe passage, Sophitia encountered a man hailing from the east. For some reason, she felt the stirrings of fate, but to put those feelings aside to prepare for her quest. Mitsurugi? No, it's gotta be Killer.
That young man has a name, but he carries the burden of fate on his shoulders.
Keelik.
I feel as though this is the start of something big.
Sophitia, it took me some time. But I finally finished. I made this all for you.
Thank you, Rothion.
Try everything and see if it feels right. I may not be a worthy opponent for a disciple of the gods, but I shall do my best.
Oh. Combat training. Against husband. Fine. I wouldn't have done it, but, you know, fine. I wonder what he's going to use. Is he going to have a matching set, or is he going to use something different?
Battle 1. Fight!
He's a staff user?
My resolve will never falter. Oh my! Oh God! Hey! Did I overdo it?
Battle 2. Fight!
Pardon me. Pardon me.
When you see what I mean, it's stab, retract, stab, retract, stab, retract. Here, let me just kill you.
With this weapon, I can fight on.
He didn't fight back, so it doesn't really matter. It's like, sure, I could win any fight. It's like he didn't even strike once.
Amazing! It feels so light. It's even better than the battle gear I was bestowed with last time.
Glad to hear it. You know, I really wish you didn't have to go alone.
Fear not. I have
Why
your
does she have to go
arms
alone?
and armor to protect me. Will you pray for me?
Of course. I'll pray for your safe return.
Rathian.
Now, in this universe, that works. In this universe, that'll work. It's like, hey, dude, you let my wife get killed. I'm coming up there. A journey to cleanse the soul. Charged with an important mission by the gods, Sophia steeled her resolve and embarked on her journey. This time, however, the road ahead was even more perilous than before. Still, she forged on in pursuit of Soul Edge, rescuing those overtaken by evil along the way, while also purifying the earth saturated with it. I could just see her walking and flowers are
Here
blooming.
too, I find the ravages of the cursed sword.
I thirst. Blood. Give me your blood.
I cannot give you my blood, but I can end your thirst.
What are you talking about?
Do not
What are
be
you talking
afraid.
about?
Silence!
It's very confusing what they all want. It's like, some want souls, some want blood, some want soul edge, some want money. It's just one of those things where they can't seem to get it straight. Like, remember that peddler that became a Malfested for whatever reason? Makes no sense! But he was a peddler.
Pardon me. Yeah, just deserve it.
Ow.
Pardon me. Well, hey!
Nice. Ow. Ow.
Excuse me. Was that too much? Did I?
Again, the most known of Grecian combat techniques.
Ready? Forgive me. What? Huh? Oh God. Terrifying?
Shocking, I know.
I too cannot afford to lose.
Battle 3. Fight!
That was an interesting move.
Oh God! Oh my! Get there! Huh? Here. How's that?
And I don't know if you've ever seen her butt exposed before, but that thing will kill. No joke.
Shh. It's okay. Be still now. You must have been in agony. The evil has dissipated. You have nothing to fear.
Thank you so much.
Think nothing of it.
What? What?
I hope I may help even but one more in your state. I know the
She can
evil
just
must
do
be
that?
destroyed at its roots. But how can I right now?
She can just remove the Malfested state. And there are people that died and became Malfested. So does that mean she can revive the dead? Okay. Ripples of evil. Sophia was determined to cleanse as many from evil as was humanly possible. However, those consumed by it often became formidable enemies who stood in the way of her mission. Fiercely combative warriors with techniques sharpened on the field of countless battles. These foes proved to be an astonishingly imposing threat.
You! I'll kill you!
Have I met my match?
Maybe you should submit!
No! Never!
Battle 1. Fight!
Pardon me. Get there!
That'll work.
Over to
Battle 2. Fight!
Pardon me. My resolve will never falter. Purifying light. I too cannot afford to lose.
Battle 3. Fight!
Ooh, alright.
Pardon me. Pardon me.
You're doing a hell of a lot of damage.
Excuse me. Was that too much? Ready? Forgive me. It's over.
What have I done? Please, forgive me.
No need for forgiveness. I am here to save all from evil.
I lost to Nightmare. And then,
Nightmare?
yes. The wielder of a powerful sword. The Azure Knight. I faced Nightmare in order to protect my homeland. But my challenge was in vain. Why? Why did he leave without killing me? After that, I grew unable to resist the temptation to do evil.
Please be still. Rest, Nightmare. He is the cause of all this horror. That is where Soul Edge must be.
I mean, yes. Again, you're gonna get there too late, but it's fine, I guess. Chasing shadows. Once the rumors of the knight with the great sword had faded into obscurity, they were soon replaced by unverified stories from people who claimed to have seen Nightmare. Sophia decided to continue her search for the knight with the large sword.
Nightmare was supposed to be based in Ostrheinsburg, but when I went there, Soul Edge's master was gone. I thought it was because Soul Edge had been destroyed by another.
Kind of.
Nightmare still has the cursed sword. Then he cannot be allowed free reign. Even with so little information, I cannot give up my search. Besides, my mission to save people from evil has not changed. Almighty Hephaestus, protect me.
Again, there's a plethora of Grecian gods. Why Hephaestus? Intermingling fates. Finally, after a long journey, Sophia happened upon a knight with great sword. who is said to possess Soul Edge, which would be Siegfried.
Are you Nightmare?
Don't call me that!
If you are Nightmare, then I must defeat you.
I expected as much.
And then I must destroy Soul Edge.
Soul Edge is not here.
Do you know where I can find it? I know the road you walk is long and arduous. However, I can cleanse you of evil, and maybe even save you.
Stop!
If you really are not Nightmare,
Leave me be!
I want to save you.
There is no turning back.
I don't know what the power gauge is here. Sophidia lost kind of to Cervantes. Taki beat Cervantes. Sophidia... Nightmare is supposed to be the strongest wielder of Soul Edge that they've ever seen.
I don't need a savior!
No way! Oh God! Pardon me.
Not yet!
They were on my meter.
Pardon me.
Battle to fight.
Oh my! No way!
Eat this!
You can atone for your sins.
Nonsense!
Open your eyes. Oh God!
Cannot be!
That'll work, I guess.
Did I?
Just getting started.
Fight.
You're strong.
This ends now!
Oh my! Pardon me.
I don't need a savior! My hand!
Pardon me. Oh God! Purifying blood.
There we go.
I shall pray for you.
Uh-huh.
The evil is still present?
I'd forgotten what it was like to feel so at ease.
What are you?
Sorry. But you have my gratitude. Leave Soul Edge to me.
No, wait! I never found out
And
his
off he
name.
wandered.
However,
Do you care about his
I
name?
had a feeling I had done what I was sent to do. Still, I know not if it is wise to leave everything in his hands. Almighty Hephaestus, hear my prayer. Please watch over him.
Go home, have babies. Like, no, that's canon. Like, she has children. It's nuts.
The names of the war.
Gets married, has kids. Cassandra goes out to fight. It's a whole thing. The even weirder part is they all grow older. Like, we get to see some of the kids later on. Athenian-style prodigy. Oh boy. Alright, let's get this over with. Not Yoshimitsu. Yoshimitsu's next, but Voldo, the secret money pit. Should be fairly simple to get through this. He doesn't say much.
Ask any adventurer, and they'll know of Verci, a wealthy merchant from South Italy, and his underground treasury, the Money Pit. After getting rich in the weapons trade and earning the title of Merchant of Death, Verci set sail with his fleet to find the legendary Soul Edge. But during his quest, Verci learned his entire fortune had been lost in the chaos of a war that broke out in Italy. Half crazed, Verci hid what little he had left in the impenetrable Money Pit, located on a small island in the Mediterranean. There he stationed a grotesque guardian, who silently and mercilessly disposed of all who entered, quickly becoming the fear of all looters. In recent years, however, a new rumor began to spread among some adventurers. Historic rainfall had caused flooding in the Money Pit, destroying most of its traps. The Guardian had also vanished, leaving the treasure free for the taking.
This was untrue. Oh.
I can't believe we got through the Money Pit that easily. Thanks for the help, Ivy.
Looks like
What?
that tip about the Money Pit being abandoned was true.
Yeah.
What?
All we had to do was rely on that trusty sword of yours. Traps don't scare us as long as we have you. But hey, aren't you gonna take any of the treasure for yourself?
I
Why
only
would-
care for items related to Soul Edge, and I already
Why would
have
Ivy
what I
be here to
wanted.
assist?
Now I just need to find Verci's notes.
Always so serious. You're beautiful and you're strong, so, you know, we could... Huh? What the hell is that? What?
The sword's resonating?
Hey, what did you go quiet for? Well, don't drop the treasure there. Huh? Oh, this is a head!
Above you! Ready your weapon!
And dead. That didn't take long.
I knew this was too good to be true. That's your target, Blade. The Guardian! Ha! Slice up everything that comes near us, Blade! I missed? Oh no! Ugh, I'm at a disadvantage fighting here! My blade! Show me the way out!
Every time. You can't get rid of Voldo. You can't get rid of him. Master's will is absolute. Upon his return to the Money Pit, Voldo was greeted by invaders, whose lives he'd set about taking one by one. Seeing the opportunity to cause a cave-in, the warrior Ivy cut through the ceiling, blocking off Voldo from pursuing her. Apart from Ivy, only a few of them escaped with their lives. One of them had managed to get their hands on something highly valuable, however. Uh-oh. The pursuit begins.
In the deepest room of the dark underground vault, there was a magnificent sarcophagus and chair illuminated by torchlight. Before it stood a lanky, grotesque man, the guardian feared by looters, with his head bowed in respect. His name was Voldo, a dark vestige of the talented man who had once served as Verci's right hand. Long years underground had robbed Voldo of his sight and sanity. Before his dead master's sarcophagus, he reported his failures. Voldo deeply regretted the fact that he had left the Money Pit for 3 years in order to find Soul Edge. And although he was completely alone, Voldo heard a familiar voice.
What? What?
Thank you for your report, Voldo.
What?
With new challenges often come failure. Learn from your failures, and you shall be wiser. While you were in the outside world, the money pit was flooded, and the traps were all destroyed. Now then, enough lamenting. You have important work to do. But there's one thing we must do first. I'm sure you have felt it, right? The aura emanating from the swordswoman Ivy. My merchant's intuition speaks to me. That aura comes from the legendary sword I spent years seeking, Soul Edge. She also stole a portion of my notes, which are some of my most valuable possessions.
The
And
notes?
of course, we can't let the other thieving rats get away with the treasure they stole. Therefore, Voldo, I shall give you 2 missions. Your first is to track down that woman and acquire all the clues you can concerning Soul Edge. Your second is to reclaim my notes, as well as all the pieces of my collection that were stolen. Some of the vermin still remain on this island. Exterminate them first, and reclaim what they stole. I'm counting on you, my loyal servant.
Look at the jewel on this sword!
That's really something. Not that I expected any less from Verci's collection.
Oh boy.
What was that sound? The wind?
Yeah, the wind.
Ah!
One dead. Yep. Baldo's such a freak.
The adventurers had looted a number of the strange weapons Verci had collected.
They tried.
With Verci's treasure before him, Voldo reminisced as he held in his hands an unusual pair of blades from India. Amid the moonlight reflecting off the blood-stained blades, old memories began to resurface in his mind.
What? You've never seen a pair of Jamadars? They're also known as Bundi daggers. Other merchants call them guitars, but they're mistaken. If you wish to become the next Merchant of Death someday, you'll need to learn all about weapons and their uses. Here, I'll lend them to you, but make sure you return them to me. My instincts tell me they will be a good match for you. Go on, give them a swing.
Okay. Lost glory. Disposing of the invaders' corpses, Valdo set about restoring the money pit and its traps. Once finished, he secured the entrance and headed out on a journey to complete the mission assigned to him by Virtue.
Ivy's scent was fading, but that did little to hinder Voldo. Honing his senses for years underground had given him something of a sixth sense, which allowed him to sense invisible auras that people leave behind. As Voldo moved north, tracking Ivy's unique aura, he continued reclaiming the treasures stolen from his master.
Hand it over, Grandpa!
Grandpa?
Wait! Take anything you want but this!
Why? Because that one will fetch the highest price?
It's an heirloom. My grandmother gave it to me. Oh.
I just heard footsteps.
And dead.
My leg! What's happening?
Death. Death is happening. You're done.
You want this sword? I don't care what kind of monster you are. You'll not have what my brother left to me.
The scent of Verci's treasures wafted up from the golden blade that the old merchant cradled. It was the item that launched Verci's quest for the golden treasures of the Orient, prior to his search for Soul Edge.
You want to stop looking for Soul Edge?
Verci, we just began your search for the golden treasures of the Orient. And now you want to go off looking for a sword that's nothing more than a rumor? You must be mad.
You're either a wolf or a sheep, Enrico. It's hunt or be hunted. And only the bold come out on top. Bad enough about this. I'll lead the search for Soul Edge. And you, Voldo, will assist me each step of the way.
What? But he's so young. He isn't even family. Wait, Verci!
Wait. Your weapons, your face. It can't be. You're... Oh, forgive me. If only I would have protected our fortune during the war, Verci would still be here. You can have the blade. You didn't take the sword?
Perhaps Voldo decided that he only needed to recover what had been truly stolen. Whatever the case, Voldo soon disappeared, leaving the golden blade with the old merchant.
Okay. Interesting. The coastal town in ruins. Heading north, Voldo sensed something peculiar. Ivy's aura seemed to have split in two, and was heading for both the north and to the west. Though confused at this turn of events, at the back of Voldo's mind, his memories of Soul Edge called for him to head west. Trusting his instincts, he continued towards Spain.
Tracking Ivy's aura, Voldo eventually came to a desolate Spanish port town. That's when he realized something. He had once visited this port, at a time when it still thrived. However, the aura's trail only led him to the ruins of an establishment known as the Blacktail Inn. The next thing Voldo knew, he was surrounded by spirits of the dead.
That's a new one.
Kill, and steal again.
I'm not really a fan of how involved Voldo's story is. There's a lot here. Skeletons? Skeleton, skeleton. That was your fault.
Oh, Cervantes, curse you!
What?
The scent of the ocean breeze, the whispers of the name Cervantes by the dead. Together, they caused a distant memory to surge up from the deep recesses of Voldo's mind. Enlist the help of the notorious pirate Cervantes de Leon in your quest for Soul Edge. A mission to negotiate with a pirate infamous for his cruelty meant almost certain death. Still, Voldo journeyed to Cervantes' haunt, the Blacktail Inn, in order to carry out his duty.
So, Verci's offering me 12 Saker cannons, along with this pistol sword you brought.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Certainly a rare item. I see Verci taught you something about the art of appraisal. It's curious, though. If he wanted to ask a favor of me, then why did he not come here in person?
Because you'd kill him.
Instead, he sent a whelp like you! My. A bullet grazes your cheek, and you don't even blink. Not bad. I've taken a liking to this weapon. 4 top-of-the-line culverin cannons, and 4 falconets. I want Verci to send me the same things he gave to the Spanish Armada. I'll accept the deal, and let you return with good news. It will be good for a little amusement, at least.
Interesting. Across icy plains. Why did Ivy's aura seem to be emanating from Cervantes' old headquarters? Valdo didn't have the answer, but knowing who it was he should pursue at last, or at least represented a significant step forward. Gathering his master's treasures that were scattered around Spain along the way, Valdo followed the trail of Ivy's aura to the east.
As Voldo tracked Ivy east, her aura growing ever stronger, he became aware of 2 things. The first was that Ivy had crossed the mountains and was now moving west. The other was that he was not alone in this hunt. Some unknown group was also secretly tracking Ivy. Regardless of who they were, Voldo had no doubt they would only hinder his mission. So it was that Voldo decided to utilize the mountainous terrain to hunt down the hunters.
And he's just wearing that gear out in the winter.
With the blood of the cursed sword in her veins. I don't like the idea of being ordered to eliminate a mere woman. And why do we need so many people?
Once you see her blade in action, you'll change your mind.
Don't worry. I'm ready for whatever happens. But something's off. We should have been engaging the enemy by now. Where's the signal? What the?
Who the hell's this?
Yeah, basically. He's not even an outsider. Like, that's the weird thing. Valdo is a human that became this freakazoid. And he is not, like, malfested or anything. He's just insane. Like, he chose to do this.
Too easy. Real power. Wrong move.
What? Why did the grab miss?
Being attacked by an unidentified entity. I need to report. Ah!
Okay.
Having fun? Oh, right. I forgot you have no sense of humor. Never thought the day would come when I'd be saved by you. Don't expect me to thank you.
Oh no, he's coming after you. We meet again. After disposing of all those in his way, Volda was finally in a position to attack Ivy. He had hoped to do so without drawing the attention to himself, but somehow Ivy had known her pursuer's presence all along.
Long time no see, Guardian. Or should I say, Voldo. I could sense you approaching. I've gained a lot of experience since we last met, you know. I also did a little research. Research on the Merchant of Death, and the young man who worked as his shrewd right-hand man. As someone whose life was also ruined by that cursed sword, it's hard not to feel sorry for you. I know. You want this box, right? Then fight me and win it back.
The notes? Okay.
Battle 1. Fight!
I see you too possess my spirit.
Oh. Wasn't expecting the ring out, but alright.
I'll make you submit. Enjoy your treat. Give it up already. Playtime is over.
Fight!
I'll make you submit. Enjoy your treat. Give it up already.
I wanted to land it. Didn't land it once. I tried.
A loyal blade, void of any hesitation. You know, I feel a little envious of you now. I don't need this anymore. Take it. But let me tell you one thing. The soul edge you seek has already been destroyed. If you want to see for yourself, head to Ostrheinsburg. Farewell.
After throwing Verci's box back to Voldo, Ivy leapt off the cliff and used her snake sword to disappear into the mountains. Voldo could have followed her, but the risk of dropping the precious box was too great. Since he had already collected several other treasures, Voldo decided to return to the money pit.
A warm glow. It was safe to say that Voldo had served his master well. Arriving back at the money pit, he returned the treasures to their original places before heading to Verci's tomb to debrief his deceased master on the mission accomplished.
Standing before Verci's sarcophagus once more, Voldo bowed his head and gave his report. Before long, amid an eerie glow, Verci appeared before his loyal servant.
Welcome back. You have my thanks for completing both your missions. I find it hard to believe that Soul Edge was destroyed, but we will learn the truth in time. First, we should rejoice that my treasures are now back where they belong. Also, the woman may have stolen a portion of my notes, but in this box are our letters.
You can't see them anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
You were assisting me in my search for Soul Edge. These easily contain more information than one could ever glean from my notes. I'm sure she would want to get her hands on them. However, the real reason I value this box so much is because it contains a record of my successor completing all his training.
The fact that Voldo still remained loyal to his master long after his demise proved how much they trusted each other. Deep within the dark pit, in a hollow darkness lit only by the glow of flickering flames and gold, Voldo basked in a new, blissful light, born from Verci's everlasting trust.
Aww. Whew. It's weird how all these things just like expanded the fuck out. Like, holy shit. Anyway, let's get Yoshimitsu done, and then next time I think we can finish it off. Raphael the Geralt. The Manji clan's cruel fate.
The Manji clan, a group of Japanese ninjas known for their unusual powers, maintained neutrality even as their country was embroiled in civil war. Fearing their strength and their defiance, the nation's chief warlord ordered every man, woman, and child be killed. However, one survived, Yoshimitsu, next in line to succeed the chief and a master swordsman. He single-handedly took on the warlord's army, dealing them a hard blow, but they eventually overwhelmed him, severing his right arm. Despite the countless pursuers sent after Yoshimitsu, he vanished without a trace. That is until one day, an agent for the warlord received word that Yoshimitsu had been sighted.
Okay.
It was in this vicinity, sir.
He lurks around here, you say? You're sure of that?
Yes, sir. He matches the description. He even had a mechanical arm.
So, he escaped deep into these mountains. Finally, good tidings for our lord. Huh?
He did not escape. He just wished to converse with you. Tonight, a demon runs wild.
What are you? Some kind of monster?
It has been a while since I've met such lowly dogs.
Is that really you, Yoshimitsu? Why do you look like that?
My hate for you all has transformed me into a demon.
Curious.
Now it is my turn to ask questions. They are about the soul edge you seek.
You will get nothing from me!
Uh-huh.
Battle 1. Fight!
Quiet! Apologies. How is this? Deliver me your soul! Treasure, let me guide you to hell!
Battle 2. Fight!
An interesting move. I love Yoshi.
How is this? Poison! Perish! Hold up!
Namu!
Gaze upon yourself in my blade and recall what you can about Soul Edge. But know this, you cannot lie to a Manji.
Manji? Mind reading?
So it is as the rumors say. Soul Edge is indeed an invincible sword. You appear to
That's
have
technically
searched
not
for
true.
it far and wide, but now that task shall lie with me. And then, with that power, I shall teach you fiends the meaning of hell on earth.
It's so weird because Yoshimitsu, as skilled as he is and as ninja-like as he is, he's got the biggest fucking mouth. Rumors of Soul Edge. Hearing the rumors that Soul Edge was to be sold at auction, Yoshimitsu headed to Southeast Asian port. Once there, however, his plans to steal the sword were thwarted by a man wielding a strange weapon. Convinced there was some sort of plot afoot, he paid a visit to the auction's organizer.
me what you know about that sword. Look at my blade.
The sword
It's a fake.
was a fake designed to draw out and kill my lady's competitors.
Enough. What a black day this has turned out to be.
So you are the one who spread the rumors. Tell me everything you know about the real Soul Edge.
What is this monstrous transformation? Deal with him at once.
Okay. That's such a weird turnabout. I don't know the situation or the dynamics, but that was just weird. Just a weird transition.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
That's what I get. Honestly, that's what I get. I'm trying to make use of his other techniques, but I don't really know how to do that. Okay.
Quiet! How's this?
That is everything I know. But it is
Oh.
all hearsay. Make of it what you will.
So the rumors multiply as one heads west?
If you doubt me, use that strange power of yours. By the way, are you having money troubles? If so,
Oh, God.
I have something that might interest you.
Do not be absurd. Even as a demon, I'd never strike a bargain with a scoundrel such as you. Get out of my sight.
The color of gallantry. Yoshimitsu's pursuit of information relating to Soul Edge took him to the Ming Empire. It appeared... Wait a minute. Oh, I guess that works. Alright. It appeared they were obsessed with the weapon, which they called the Hero Sword. So much so that the Emperor had dispatched an investigation unit to search for it. Rampant with violence and rebellions, the Empire was teetering on the edge of collapse. Perhaps that was why the sword was so desperately sought after.
That looks like quite a burden, brother. How about taking a load off?
This is the sacred sutra of Buddha himself. A full heart fills not one's belly.
Buddha, you say? Ha! There are neither demons nor Buddhas in this world. If he's real, let's see him save your life right now! What the? Where'd you come from?
From hell!
Is he gonna fight them both, or is he just protecting the monk? Nope, just the ruffians. Alright.
From dawn. How is this?
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Backed against the wall.
Come on now. You're the best.
Oh, so cool. Risky. How is this? Hold on. Ninja Sun Bear. Deliver me your soul. Treasure.
That hurt.
Thank you kindly for your help. Your swordsmanship and your kindness remind me of a hero from ancient tales.
Such nonsense. I merely took pity on one who willingly submits himself to death.
Many speak of great intentions, but few are those who act to save others. The feeling of commiseration is the beginning of humanity. You walk a noble path.
You know nothing of me. The path I walk is strewn with corpses.
Though you now walk a different path, your destination may remain the same. Shiki so kuze kukuso kuze shiki juso gyo shiki yakubu nyoze. I pray your deliverance from doubt is swift.
Seeds of Courage. Once through the Ming Empire and continuing west, Yoshimitsu stopped off in a village at the Middle East to replenish his water supply. There he heard word of a group who enslaved strange creatures and abducted people. They too were searching for Soul Edge, or so it was said. It shouldn't have been anything, or it shouldn't have had anything to do with him, and yet, for some reason, he felt like he couldn't ignore it either. Seed of Courage, yep. A righteous demon?
You had best leave now. You are the last one.
Thank you.
What am I doing? None of this will help me achieve my aim.
You! So, you are the one who freed our experiments.
Ah, there you are. I have been waiting. Your lizard men knew nothing that could aid me, so...
Why, you? Well, we have you surrounded. Happy now? Tear the intruder to pieces! He shall make an ideal sacrifice to Pelgaea.
Oh, silly lizard man. Tricks are for kids. That'll work.
Just watch.
Oh no.
Stay down.
Tell me, who has Soul Edge?
They call him Nightmare.
Uh-huh.
The vanguard of High Priest Kumpetku is waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Final question. Where is this Nightmare?
In Europe. Ostrine. What have you done to me?
What? My powers!
I have failed! Pelgaea! I offer you my body! Death shall be sweet release!
My blade is clouded by the evil it has absorbed. Have I overused its power?
So wait, your blade absorbs evil? Is revenge the answer? Yoshimitsu made it to Europe, where the rumors of Soul Edge were said to have originated. While searching for Nightmare, the current owner of Soul Edge, he began to feel his mental state deteriorate.
This must be his doing. Such cruel. Wherever the Azure Knight, Nightmare treads, only darkness and the stench of blood remain. His relentless evil makes me sick. My determination to avenge the slaughter of my clan has not faded. But does that not make the Azure Knight and I one and the same? Is this what my clan would want after suffering such bitter deaths? Is my soul now clouded like my sword? No, I cannot allow the flame of vengeance to fade. I cannot.
In Cursed Lands, Yoshimitsu's long journey finally saw him reach Nightmare's castle in Ostrheinsburg. However, Nightmare had already been defeated, and Yoshimitsu instead found himself face to face with a young female warrior, boasting a power clear and pure. Who? Sophia? Yeah, why?
Evil aura. It belongs to you, does it not? Did you come here in search of Soul Edge too?
Yes, I need to avenge my clan. Young lady, if you know anything about Soul Edge, tell me.
I know it's been destroyed.
You bear a strange power. But it has no effect on me. I am protected by another, and by the gods. If it is evil you seek, I shall have no choice but to stop you.
Honestly, Sophia should win this fight.
Battle 1. Fight!
How is this? Bitterness, let me guide you to hell!
Battle 2. Fight!
How is this? How is this? This cannot be! This cannot be! Your soul! Bitterness, let me guide you to hell!
Battle 3. Fight!
Poison! Namu! Prepare thyself! Ninja Sunbear! Deliver your soul!
There we go.
Bitterness, let me guide you to hell!
Such power. However, I sense more to your sword than just anger. There is sadness and confusion.
You know how to read minds, too?
Even without such power, you can tell much by someone's eyes and their voice. Revenge. Is that what you truly desire?
What is it to you?
Can you not answer? I am speaking to your soul.
I do not know. I do not know anymore.
No! Cast your sword aside!
What? What? What is it? What? Clouded Blade. The evil inside Yoshimitsu's sword reacted with evil energy in Ostrensburg. His blade was transformed into a siphon of pure malevolence, which began to eat away at Yoshimitsu's soul. A mirror match?
Tonight, the demon runs wild again. Who are you? You wish to know
I
my
am you.
name? I am the demon of the sword. Hatred is my purpose, and blood sustains me. I see. I know your name. My name is of no importance. I shall take your body and use it to reduce this world to ashes.
Mirror match it is.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Here I come. How is this?
There, how's your ring out?
Battle 3. Fight! Battle 4. Fight!
Ow.
Watch it!
There we go.
Why do you resist? I shall grant you what you desire. Enough. You are not the demon of the sword. You have another path open to you. Your name is Yoshimitsu. Now be silent.
Interesting.
Good. You finally come to.
Where am I? Oh, you. I'm in your debt.
Do not reproach yourself.
No. I was weak. I lost my way. Only the thought of another's death kept me going. But never did I discern what I was becoming. I must walk the path of benevolence and justice. If I protect the weak and crush evil, none shall ever again walk that wicked path I took. That is how I shall avenge my clan. My people, watch over me as I battle for justice.
Okay.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
Every time. Okay. Jesus, Yoshi had a long fucking story. Anyway, so next time we'll finish everybody else up. Raphael doesn't get a lot of play in this game, to be honest. It's kind of hilarious. Here's the DLC. Talim, again, no, not a lot of play. Zoslamel, he's there since the beginning, but he's just sort of hidden away. And of course, Geralt. So next time we'll start with Raphael and work our way down. So, thank you for watching. This has been Reaper 102388. We're playing Soul Calibur 6. I have plans to return to my previous games and finish those off as well, because there is a certain ending I want for another game, and I have to finish off Shining Resonance for Frayne too, and get that second wave of characters up to level 100, I guess, so I can take on that challenge dungeon, and then we'll go from there. But we got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm working on it. We're slowly grinding it down, and we'll get through Soul Calibur 6, do the arcade mode, and then we'll play around a bit with some custom characters I have pulled or created myself, and that'll be interesting. So, thank you for watching, and we will keep my characters a mystery for now. So until next time, bye-bye.